Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Parker. This is a reading for Virgos. Happy birthday to my Virgos. I'm not dating my readings anymore, just it's really unrealistic for me to have them posted every single Sunday or Monday. It's just seemingly impossible for me to do that. Also, energy is not linear. We're all working through cycles at our own pace according to our free will. And, some of us are not even working through these cycles. If the messages don't resonate, it's just not your energy. But, they might not resonate because you've already moved through this energy or you're about to hit this energy. It's not relevant yet. So, yeah. Decided I'm not dating them anymore. I don't want to deter people from accessing messages that are for them just because they're like, oh, that's like old news or whatever, when, they're actually hitting that point in the energetic cycle right now. I will be talking about the astrology relevant right now, but again, it's just energy that's playing at this moment in time, linear time, that's affecting a non-bound by time cycle, right? So yeah, Virgos, let's see what's up with my Virgos. Again, happy birthday. I did a reading for you guys last night, but I decided I'm not going to post it. So here we are. Let's see what comes in. Different energy maybe, hopefully. Oh, wow, okay. This was in the reading last night. Air, this is like a Mercury card of this deck. It relates directly to the mind, the quality of our thoughts, the state of our mental space. So we'll see why that's coming out. Ooh, the raccoon. Interesting. This hasn't come out for anybody yet. The raccoon is like, you guys might be like super in your head, which I mean makes sense. You guys would be, again, if this isn't relevant anymore, it's just like the energy that's affecting you right now. Regardless of the astrology, it's still like the energy that you're in tune with in this cycle. But sorry, I'm getting too ahead of myself. The raccoon is like kind of shy energy, like in the dark, but it actually relates directly to an artist or somebody who is kind of masking their potential through hesitance or reluctance or not nervousness. It's almost like the start. It's kind of like somebody who's like they're not stepping into owning like their potential or their like, it's like someone who's like a really amazing artist and they're like super humble about it and they're like, no, my art sucks, right? They're like masking like their true ingenuity. And with this mental energy, I haven't got to the third one yet, but it kind of is speaking to like hiding away, being not shy, self-conscious. It's a self-conscious energy, totally. That's what that is. And then there's the gazelle, which is like a hyper-aware energy. So we have the raccoon I'm seeing as you guys, earth energy. Then there's this mercurial energy, which is your ruler, the mind. Mercury rules thoughts and communications. And then gazelle, which is fire. But the gazelle is like hyper aware. I see you guys being really self-conscious this week. For some reason, it might have to do with this gazelle energy. So we'll look at that. To be fair, again, happy birthday. You guys are in your solar return. So there's a lot of energy playing out for you guys right now. Again, if this isn't applicable, then just take this as it resonates, right? Could be someone around you I'm picking up on too, right? Yeah, very self-conscious, hyper-aware, overstimulated, or like overthinking, over second-guessing yourself. On the bottom, there's the lion, which is like a mastery energy, and then in this deck, more fire. Some of you are Virgo, Leo, Cusper. I just say that because I heard that when I was shuffling, and then I saw the sun come out. This isn't actually the sun card in this deck. It's not actually relating to Leo energy at all. But it is like humble and masterful and very secure, proud within oneself, right? And this is ether. The animals in this deck are the four elements, and then the fifth element is spirit, ether, relating to the seven chakras. This is the seventh chakra. So very interesting energy. Like I'm just feeling very like grounded, but like unsure of yourself energy. I'm very surprised. Yeah, the mouse is under that. There's like, and with the butterfly, that indicates a transformation here. And with this, that like is spirit. Like this is like totally ownage and like totally connected to spirit and like very humble but proud and masterful in doing so. It's like there's something you're on the precipice of with this butterfly energy, but with the mouse attached to it, you're very nervous about it or overthinking it or in your head, and it's like, hey, like, ooh, I'm feeling very, very, yeah, and it's weird, but like you guys might just be feeling very like mentally like again that in your head like I'm having a hard time grasping my thoughts, like controlling my thoughts or like grounding like the messages. So this actually is on the bottom. I don't know why I'm feeling called to read this to you guys, so I'm going to. Yeah, it's it's like a cheeky energy, but also very spiritual and supportive. Innately intelligent, so that air energy, the overactive healer, light, blessings with that cosmic egg spirit. The gift of the dolphin are beyond what our human mind can grasp. Human mind's grasping at straws here, I can feel it. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, again, art, creativity with that hiding it with the raccoon, it speaks directly to that. They're sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. You guys might be like, with that hyper aware energy in the mind, like, again, like I'm just feeling a precipice here of like a bursting free or like unleashing something here, but you're getting mired in the mental details big time. Big time. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. So underestimating yourself, that self-conscious energy. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can indicate a profound blessing is on the way. It's weird because I'm feeling vibrations like of this like trying to come in for you, this like powerful like connect to spirit energy with this like birthing something and getting very self-conscious about it. And you guys might be feeling that and trying to like make sense of it logically with that hyper aware and like overthinking. Again, you could be stepping into this power like the butterfly and you're just like totally in your head about it. Which is funny, a little bit of that came out last night in the reading that I did, but it was more of like a mental agitation. Like someone was getting really pissed off in that energy, but this is more of like a self-confidence issue. In balance, healer, strong spiritual practice. Out of balance, underestimates their own power, that self-conscious energy with that really powerful energy underlying. Overthinking it. Bring into balance, like-minded spirits. You guys might like be needing to like connect to more spiritually minded people here, because this is all very like thoughts running away with you kind of energy. So let's look at the raccoon, because I want to see what you guys are shying away from here. The raccoon for Virgo, and again, that is earth energy, so I'm seeing it as you for sure. King of Pentacles, right when I said that. Just saying. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Ooh, that's like collaborating with other people. Ooh, yeah, totally. With that like-minded, you guys might be like coming together in a social or work scenario, and you're really second guessing yourself here. But this is a call to like artistry and like masking like how great you really are at it, right? It's very Virgo like energy I'm getting with this reading, like all the overthinking. Like, it's very Virgo-esque. Virgoan? Virgarian? I don't know. I can speak English, I promise. I don't know what the term for that would be. Virgos. Virgin. See, I'm overthinking. You might be distracting yourself as well. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. You may be holding back too on like communicating something. This is like straight up communication. With this, it's like moving in like very quickly. It's Gemini energy, but it is mercurial. It is communication in mercurial energy. And then there's this Page of Cups. Like, you guys might have a really great, profound, even like gifted by spirit message that you want to share, or an idea, that's come to you, like an inspiration, and you're really reluctant to share it because you're overthinking it big time. So I want to see what that Page of Cups is all about. There's some loss on the bottom, so could be afraid of you know, this idea not being received well. Again, like, the raccoon is like really great at what it does, but it the hermit, that's you guys, but like it doesn't feel like it is, right? It's holding back, you know, on its ingenuity. And with that lion, like, there's a sense of mastery needing to be stepped into here. So why the Page of Cups and the raccoon? He's very like timid. He's like, oh, me? No. I don't have an idea. What are you talking about? It's not a really great idea. Oh, I'm getting all like, with that mouse energy too. It's like getting really mentally worked up here. Page of Cups with the raccoon. Page of Cups with the raccoon for Virgo. Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah. Ay. There's that loss, being out in the cold. This raccoon is very much so out in the cold here. This is a card of being out in the cold. That's the typical standard by definition of this card, is being out in the cold. It's an energy of lack, but it's also just being away from what you perceive as abundance, whether that's emotional, creativity, friendship, even companionship, you know, anything like that. Maybe you want to have a family and you haven't met your perfect spouse yet and you're feeling like you're never going to have that. But see, this raccoon is stringing himself up. He's like, no, I'm just going to hang out here in this cold energy and not act on my inspiration here. Big time, big time. But why? So let's look at the dragonfly, because I feel like that's the mental process. There is this Ace of Swords on the bottom with the Magician. That is your one of your major arcana. Is like, there is something that needs to be spoken on here. This is like, I'm just getting inspiration, or like an idea. There's an idea here. And you're really wanting victory with that, with this Chariot. It's like commitment or like triumph, victory. I think you know it's a really great idea, but then there's this Five of Swords energy, you know, which you might be reluctant based on how you've been received in the past, acting out of with that transformational energy. You know, you may have had inspirations like this or ideas in the past that weren't received very well. With that transformational energy, it could indicate that, you know, there's been a transformation of the way that you would go about doing that. And now with this reluctance, it's like, well, I've done that before. Didn't work out very well for me. You know, or people, you're afraid of being perceived like, again, the raccoon is underplaying itself, right? And there's a lot of nervousness around this idea or inspiration. Again, too, you might not want to put yourself out there, because in this card, the people are walking away from him and he's left with the Three of Swords. This came out in another reading last night. Seeing that interpretation of this card. It is just standard what this card is, but this person is left holding pain and heartache and possibly betrayal. People are walking away. You might be afraid of this idea being rejected. There's Virgo. Major for Virgo. King of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. Really evaluating that overthinking energy. Overthinking it. But this is a new... Oh, sorry. Ooh. New ideas, right? Tell me about the dragonfly. Oh, okay. Whoa, the Two of Cups is trying to show soulmates, soul connections. We have a lot of them, to be honest. Ooh, wow. So here's that rejection energy again. You could be holding back out of fear of rejection. There's that Chariot again, Cancerian energy. So you could have Cancer in your chart, be dealing with Cancer. Leo energy. So again, that cusper energy I was feeling for some of you. Yeah, this is just holding back out of fear of rejection or holding back because you've been rejected in the past. There's that pain, that Three of Swords that person was holding there with judgment. But there is healing here, which indicates that transformational energy that I was talking about, right? Really overthinking it, but like that energy I'm kind of seeing is not present anymore, and you're just thinking about it way too much. There's this Temperance energy, Sag, with the Sword of Truth, being balanced, right? This idea that you've had, see how Temperance is all lit up there, it does indicate divine presence or assistance with something. All lit up in the mind with that Sword of Truth, like you guys have an idea for something, but you're definitely holding yourself back in the mental space, especially with that cosmic egg. Oof, that's like straight from spirit, right? Yeah, out of like past situations of abandonment or loss or conflict resulting from shit. Whoa, I just felt like the whole world like jilted, like it was like weird. Okay. So yeah, really being held back by your thoughts here. And it's funny because the Queen of Pentacles is coming out. I'm seeing that as you guys, it's attached to this mind, mental, overactive, mercurial energy. But she's really lost in thought on that pentacle there, right? She's like, I have my idea, but this. So let's see if anything else wants to come out for that. Whatever this idea is, though, like, it feels awesome, like, with that dolphin energy and, like, that cosmic egg, and the Sword of Truth coming out so prominently, like, what was I just gonna say? I just saw a card in here that was like, oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like, it's totally, like, it's a great idea. For sure. Don't second guess yourself like the raccoon. If I have time, I'll read the raccoon to you guys too. Actually, maybe just really quickly. You could be afraid of betrayal or sabotage. Again, repetitive, sorry. Raccoon. Talented, right? Talent, tenacity, skillfulness with a instrument or creative tool. Shadow side, unresolved issue around self-image and success with that Wheel of Fortune, and this, like, being so caught up in self-consciousness and insecurity big time. I won't be surprised if the Devil comes out. Wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. It limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more with that transformational energy big time? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. Oh, it does say starving artist. That's so funny. I totally like was about to say that, and I was like, I don't know what's starving about this, but for me, like, the starving aspect of this is definitely self-confidence here. So although ego being held back by fear, anything else about this dragonfly with the Queen of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles, need to keep moving forward. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, need to keep moving forward. Need to keep moving forward. Leave the past behind. Big time. There's like a transformational energy that's it's like an ego transformation. You guys might be going through a bit of an ego death right now. I don't have time to get in. There's tons of material on the internet about ego death. My favorite reader, Water Baby, calls it ego healing, which is very true. We do need ego in order to, move through the physical plane. It does serve a purpose here, but it's when we allow the ego to become our identity that we suffer an ego healing, because it's like, okay, that's not truly who we are. This mask of the raccoon is not the raccoon. The raccoon is starving himself in ego fear, right? Fear of being received, fear of the past. But the need to keep moving forward, right? Again, if this is resonating, please, please research ego death, ego healing. 10 of Wands, burdensome, painful past. I just heard memories, but then it has to drop to the 1, right? There's like a cycle, like really trying to open up here in fortune. That's that Wheel of Fortune energy. I'm feeling it. Jupiter is about to move forward. It's the planet of luck and opportunities here. It's about to move forward out of retrograde, and it's bringing some really awesome new stuff. I just heard new friendships off that too. That dolphin's like a very friendship. Again, like-minded people, right? You may have been in a social circle or situation before with people who were very, very petty or shallow or based out of ego, and now you're having this ego death process, this ego healing, of looking at the mask, of, holding yourself back, that self-conscious, insecure energy of the ego, right? That aspect of your ego needs to be looked at and healed, and light shone on it, right? It is, this dolphin could be someone coming in to help you with this, someone like-minded, right? But, it could also just be, with that strength energy, it's difficult because you're realizing that the people around you are not that way, you know what I mean? Or you're scared of encountering more people like that again. Wow. Oof. Hey. Page of Swords, very curious energy, very curious, inquisitive. Hangman, though, seeing something in a new perspective, big time, like that. It's like that, totally that ego healing. And like, I think you guys are really, really in your, again, that overactive, but there's like harmonious celebration trying to take place here, but you guys are really, I'm just getting ego healing off this, with this world, and there it is. You guys are coming into, like really abundant, new, more like-minded, emotionally fulfilling situation here with that harmony. But right now you guys are very defensive to it because your ego is battling this new beginning, right? Your ego is like, no, fuck no, rah, right? Like, and the ego will do that. It's the ego, it's our identity, right? This is like totally identity crisis, but there's like the spiritual factor, and there's like major resistance with this. It's like, I don't want to open up this new cycle, right? But there's the Ace of Wands and the 10 on both decks. You can't make this shit up, and it's really paining you guys. But again, that's just the ego screaming out because it doesn't want to let go of, talk about letting go. Let go of these people or places or situations, or even if part of your identity is like being strong in situations like this, right? And Queen of Pentacles talks to like nurturing and receiving, right? And you guys, part of your like your ego and identity on this plane might be to be strong, right? To like, constantly be like, you know, I'm out in the cold, but that's okay. Or that's just you going through this ego healing. Anything else, Spirit? Big tower moment too, that idea, that inspiration. Justice, justice, bringing it to balance. It is justice. Wow, the tower with the fool. Breaking away from the devil. The ego. The devil is ego. It is a card of ego. It's literally one of the classic meanings of this card. Breaking away from ego. Major ego transformation here. Big time. Big time. Justice is here too. This may be triggered as well by like people's actions around you, and you're like, oh, holy shit. This is what I'm involved in, right? And you're going off like the fool. You know, and if so, 555, I just saw tower. It's very justified, right? So I would definitely look into ego healing, ego death, if you're not sure what I mean by that, because that's just totally screaming. This whole reading is like an ego battle, you know, battling the loss of the things that the ego deems necessary or important that are actually holding you guys back, you know, and I think dolphin spirit too, like cheeky, like very like I got you, right? This this is coming in big time if you let it, if you work with this energy, right? So yeah, all the best, you guys. You are so capable, okay, and special. Take care.